A very good evening to all of you, my dear kids. I am Manisha Das on behalf of eTuition family. Welcome you all to today's class. Let me remind you that our eTuition family is providing quality education for your better tomorrow. So don't forget to be a part of our family, okay? So my dear kids, my dear class 8 students, today we are going to discuss the NCERT question and answer of your chapter 7, which is conservation of plants and animals. So this chapter was very much interesting, right? So today we are going to discuss the lesson, discuss the question answer. Let me see whether we have revised it or not. Okay. So let's move ahead to today's first question. So fill in the blanks. A place where animals are protected in their natural habitat is called. So the place where animals are protected in their natural environment, what is it called? Can you recall? Wildlife sanctuary, right? Okay. Now species found only in a particular area is known as endemic species. Very good. Now migratory birds fly to far away places because of desk changes, climatic changes. See, wow, our answers are correct, right? So a place where animals are protected in their natural habitat is called wildlife sanctuary, and species found only in a particular area is known as endemic species, and migratory birds fly to far away places because of climatic changes. Well done, kids. Now next, differentiate between the following. We have to differentiate between wildlife sanctuary and biosphere reserve. See, wildlife sanctuary, the area reserved in a forest for the protection of wild animals. It means wildlife, wild animals with their environment. Okay, so it is called as wildlife sanctuary. But biosphere, the area meant for the protection of conservation of biodiversity. It also helps in maintaining the culture of that area. It means certain tribes also live inside it. Okay, yeah. Now next is zoo and wildlife sanctuary. Zoo is a place where animals are protected in an artificial habitat for an exhibition. They are put in a display. But wildlife sanctuary, the animals are protected with their natural habitat, not in artificial habitat, right? Now next is endangered and extinct. Endangered means the species of animals whose numbers are diminishing to such a level that they may fight extinction. It means they are present but in very lower number. But extinct species, they have totally vanished. Okay, the species of animals whose number is 0, it means they are not present because of changes in their habitat or other calamities, other causes. They have been extinct. It means their number is not present on this earth. Understood? Yeah. Now moving to the next, flora and fauna. Flora means the plants which are found in a particular area. Fauna means animals found in a particular area. As we have read about Pachmari biosphere, okay, Jamun and Sal were flora of that area, and cheetah, leopard, elephant were fauna of that area. Yeah. Now moving to the next, discuss the effect of deforestation. Very bad, right? We have done this deforestation. So what is the effect on wild animals, environment and villages? See, wild animals, trees are the habitats as well as source of food for the wild animals, because wild animals means they will be living in the wild in forest. If we will clean the forest, what will happen? So their environment, their habitat will be lost. Yeah. So what will happen? They will not get food, they will not have shelter to live. So automatically their number will be decreasing, right? And environment, what will happen? Deforestation increases the temperature because trees are not there. Who will maintain the temperature? So the temperature is increasing, and pollution level also increasing. With the increase in the carbon dioxide, oxygen level is decreasing, and which is increasing the global temperature, which is called as global warming. And it also lowers the level of groundwater. It also causes soil erosion, it decreases the soil fertility, and that's why natural calamities are more. Understood? Yes. Now how does it affect the villages or rural areas? The decline in rainfall, the decrease in rainfall, it decreases the soil fertility, okay, and the chance of natural disaster are also affecting the village life, right? Okay. Now next, now effects of deforestation on cities. Deforestation result in global warming and increased level of pollution. Hence, in the people who are living in the cities, they are facing very much problem. Earth, it is, yes, it changes the physical properties of the soil also, it increases the temperature also. And the next generation, deforestation will majorly affect the life of the next generation. as now we are facing the problem, so it is getting worse day by day. The climatic conditions will be adversely affected. There will be scarcity of food, there will be scarcity of water, there will be scarcity of clean air. Okay, so next generation won't be able to see most of the animal species because their number is decreasing day by day, right? Yes. Now what will happen if we go on cutting trees? If we go on cutting trees, then what will happen? The temperature will increase to a greater extent. The chances of natural disaster to occur will increase and the water cycle will get disturbed, right? So we should not cut trees, right? Yes. Now next is, if the habitat of an animal is disturbed, then the animals will lose their natural habitat and will reach the level of being endangered, so their number will decrease, and most of the animals may be forced to invade places meant for human living in search of food and shelter. So see, have you heard that elephants are destroying the crops? Some tigers and crocodiles are entering to the village. Why? Because we have destroyed the natural habitat. They need food, so where they will find? So that's why in search of food they are entering the human place. Okay. Now if the top layer of the soil is exposed, what will happen? All the humus, all the fertility of the soil will be lost, right? The exposed layer will lose its nutrients, especially the humus, and the water holding capacity of the soil will be decreasing and deforestation will take place, desertification will take place. Now answer in brief, why should we conserve biodiversity? What is the need? The variety in life existing on the earth and their interrelationship and their relationship with the environment is referred to as biodiversity. Biodiversity means the animal with its environment and the interaction together is called as biodiversity. So we should conserve biodiversity so as to maintain the food chain or the proper balance in the environment. The disturbance in the food chain may affect the whole ecosystem, right? So we have to be very careful. Now next is, protected forests are also not completely safe for wild animals. Why? Because since capturing and killing of animals by poachers is still rampant in protected forest area, because some hunters are there, some people are there which capture and kills these animals, so they are not safe for wild animals, right? Now next is, some tribals depend on the jungle. How? Some tribes depend on the jungle for the fulfillment of their basic needs, those who are living in the biodiversity, right? So some tribes live in the jungle, so such as for food, medicine, clothing, shelter, they use the forest products. Okay. Now what are the causes and consequences of deforestation? Lots of consequences, right? Causes are mainly the natural causes like forest fire, drought, building factories and houses, these are main, and procuring land for cultivation, making furnitures, using wood as fuel. So these are the basic things. We are the selfish humans, right? So for our benefit we are doing this deforestation. So what are the consequences? Very dangerous consequences. Natural calamities like floods, droughts, yes, increases in the temperature, global warming, changes in the physical properties of the soil, desertification, decrease in the ground level of water, and extinction of many flora and fauna, which is a very important thing to think about. Now next, what is Red Data Book? Red Data Book is a source book. It is a book which keeps records of all the endangered plants and animals. So those plants and animals are less in number, the Red Data Book keeps the record. Now next is, what do you understand by the term migration? Migration means the movement of a species from its own habitat to some other place during a certain period in a year for breeding or to overcome some climatic condition. As some birds come to our Chilika lake during the winter season to lay eggs. Okay? Yeah. Now, in order to meet the ever increasing demand in factories and for shelter, trees are being continuously cut. Is it justified to cut trees for such project? Discuss and prepare a brief report. So, in my view, personally in my view, it is not justified. Why? Because trees are known as the lungs of the earth. They are our best friends. They are the habitat of many of the living organisms, right? They give us oxygen, they maintain the carbon dioxide level, and they also maintain the temperature, they provide us rain, they firmly bind the soil, they prevent the soil erosion, they also reduce the chances of natural disaster like floods and droughts, they help in conservation of our biodiversity. So if we will cut the trees, the carbon dioxide will increase, which in turn will increase the temperature of our earth, which will cause the global warming. More, it causes soil erosion, floods, greenhouse effect. Hence trees must be protected, right? Because we should help our friends, right? Okay. Now, how can you contribute to the maintenance of green wealth of your locality? Make a list of action. What can you do? So see, we can plant sapling and trees, not throwing garbage on the streets. We should put the garbage on the dustbins, and forbidding others to cut trees. We should tell others that you should not cut the trees. What are the consequences? We can tell them. Making people aware of the significance of a clean and green environment. How clean and green environment is important. And watering the plants regularly, taking proper care, reusing and recycling of paper to save trees, energy and water. Now, explain how deforestation leads to reduced rainfall. See, trees give us a huge amount of water in the form of water vapor during transpiration. So, if they will not be there, the water vapor amount will be decreasing. So, the cloud cannot be formed, thus results in less rainfall. Now, find out about national parks in your state. Identify and show their location on the outline map. So, in our state Odisha, there are so many national parks I have given here. You can also search in Google and can point out it, right? Okay. Now, next is, why should paper be saved? And prepare a list of ways by which you can save paper. See, a large number of trees can be saved by saving paper. This will also save water that is used in manufacture of paper. So, we can reuse the papers, right? So, moreover, the harmful chemicals used in paper making will show their least effect on human beings and other organisms. So, some ways of saving papers are, what are they? Recycling of paper, economical use of paper. It means we will not go on wasting the paper, and paper should not be burnt. Okay. So, now complete the word puzzle. See, species on the verge of extinction, they are called as extinct. Then a book carrying information about, see, species on the verge of extinction, they are called as, they are not extinct, right? Going to extinct, it is called as endangered. Now, a book carrying information about endangered species. Which book? Now only we have discussed. Red Data book. Yes. Now, next is consequences of deforestation. 5 number. Deserts. It is converting the mainland into deserts. And species which have vanished. They are completely vanished. They are not there. Called as extinct. Species found only in a particular habitat. Called as endemic species. Now, a variety of plants, animals and microorganisms found in an area called as biodiversity, all total, right? So, with this we have completed the lesson. In the next class we will be starting a new lesson. So, now it's quotes time. Those who protect and save other animals lead the way in protecting and saving humanity and earth. See, if you are protecting any animal or plant, it means that you are protecting yourself also, you are protecting your human beings also, you are protecting the earth also. So, caring, saving is important. Saving and caring is important. So, don't forget to save and help the animals and plants. Okay. So, my dear kids, I would like to request you, be a part of our eTuition family. Don't forget to watch, like, share and subscribe to our channel. Do like us on and follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. Okay, thank you. Happy reading.